Hello my beauties, welcome back to the Matrix of Life channel, and this video gonna be dedicated to show from Netflix, Dubai Bling, about rich people of Dubai. I watched all 8 episodes with excitement, and you know, nothing I do, like everything I do, I need to extract some sort of benefit from this. That's how I am. So it should be either intellectually beneficial, either I will make content out of it, you know, everything in my life. Here a little bit like one of characters of Dubai Bling, yeah. Whatever I do sort of gives me inspiration, even watching TV show. It should not be in vain, because I'm not type of person who gonna be there just watching some stupid TV show for sake of what? For watching it? No, of course I gonna analyze it, of course I gonna make conclusions out of it. I gonna, you know, put it through A, B, C, D, Z and see how everything apply it. And if it matches my belief system, so reality check and my belief system check, it's always there. So I was able to find date of birth of just few characters, not all of them. And when I did watch, and I recommend this highly to you. If you watching this reality show, if you watching some movies there, comedy, thriller, detective, does not matter what, try always to analyze main character, how we doing in Primary Elements Film Club. I'm having my paper divided into 2, you know, graphs, yeah. What this main character, for each main character, what this main character said during the movie, yeah, the most important things, and what this character did through the movie. Why are we doing this? Because always what we are saying is this reflection of our third primary element, our type of thinking, yeah. When I'm speaking to you, I may sound like very rational, very like down-to-earth person, when in fact I am not, because I'm fire element. I'm not an earth element. I'm pure fire element. I have 3 fires in my primary element chart, yeah. So I'm fire, earth, and fire again. But whatever I say, it's very down to earth, it's very logical, it seems like to be very rational, very on point. So pay attention what characters say and what characters do. So each and every character in this Dubai Bling show, I analyzed from this position what he or she said, what he or she have been doing through the show. So Dubai Bling, yeah. 3 aspects, and later on, you know, I did watch it 2 freaking times, you know, 8 episodes, it's 8 hours, and when I was watching, I needed to pause from time to time, because I need to make my notes. During the show, I need to make my notes, what they did, what they said, how much it in alignment, yeah. So, and later on, I went through Twitter, yeah, to see which character most controversial, or you know, produce more of this people's opinions, whom they discussing out there the most, yeah, whom and what they discussing and whom they discussing the most. So here the most discussed, of course, it was Safa and her characters, and a lot of you even emailed me, please can you analyze Safa and her husband Fahad, like matrix compatibility, because we want to know for which scenes he got her. Sort of, yeah. I got few emails like this. I wish to, but I only found her date of birth. So we only will be talking about Safa and her character in this video analysis, yeah. Few of you discussed Chris Fade and Brianna union, and a lot of you think that Chris somewhere suppressing Brianna, yeah, and feel very insecure about his finances. And this also was discussed on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, enter Dubai Bling, you will see it, all the evidence, you will see with your own eyes, yeah. So we will be discussing this couple of Chris Faith and Brianna, their interactions in this video, yeah. And a little bit of Brianna. I want to show you important matrix sense, and we will be discussing the fight of the show. And we will be discussing conflict, Zaina and Ibrahim conflict. We will be discussing this conflict. Why did it happen? Because this conflict definitely that was the, you know, epicenter of the show. It made show. This conflict made show. Without this conflict, without this office scene, entire Dubai Bling Netflix would be so empty. And people, after watching it, nobody would be wondering for season 2 with same characters in it. Nobody would be curious, okay, we want to see season 2, how this gonna develop, yeah? How they gonna interact, because this conflict, it actually made the show. It actually made sales of the show. It's actually, there is a team like Ibrahim, there is team Zaina, and it's all over Twitter they discussing, yeah. Definitely, that's it. That's what's selling the most, any reality TV, reality show. So even people asking if this phrase, I am the company, was scriptured in TV show or not. I am not taking this, let's say I'm not taking this TV show too much as reality, but still, we can learn a lot from the matrices and how the matrices, how the matrix characters were shown in show, how much it in alignment, yeah, how much it is a reality, okay? I want to tell you how much, you know, what percentage of reality in this so-called reality TV. How much of reality in this reality TV, because if people would act, it will go completely in opposite direction with their matrix. But even most of actors, they choosing roles which somehow suits their matrix. A lot of actors, they choosing characters which gonna like be very natural for their matrix. Yeah, if you have superhero karmic tale, most likely you're gonna play some Superman, yeah, or superhero like James Bond and so on. If you have 1899 karmic tale, most likely you will be into some mystery, could be horror movies, could be, you know, but unlikely you will go after some, let's say, where they fight and all this like chasing and or maybe you will be into detective movies, yeah, playing some sort of smart detective, smart ass detective with 1899, yeah, energies in your matrix. So how much of reality on this reality TV show? Let's take a look, yeah, let's take a look how much of reality in this reality. And let's start with Safa. Okay, those of you who new to this channel, I will keep repeating all the links about matrix. What is matrix? A link for matrix calculator where you can enter date of birth and calculate your own matrix or anybody else matrix. This all listed in description box. Just under press more, yeah, description box will be opened. And you can follow all the links from description box to get yourself familiar with matrix, yeah. You may watch as well other matrix videos on my channel. So Safa. And primary elements concept the same. Yeah, primary elements the same. There is entire playlist called primary element. In video 1, you can take a quick and funny test to figure out your primary element. After passing this test, you can contact me in comment section below this video and we can make sure that you got your primary elements in the right way. So primary elements, Safa, since I was not able to find her time of birth anywhere on internet. So I only was able to calculate her third and fourth primary element. And her third primary element is earth, and her fourth primary element is water. What does it mean? Her way of thinking, just like mine, because her third element is earth, yeah, her way of thinking very materialistic. And what she said in the beginning of video, I am materialistic. Yeah, she said this, and she not only said this, she was as well doing this, but a little bit, I would say, if she was earth element, she wouldn't go out there and got herself such expensive, yeah, jewelry. When she was depressed or upset, this mostly suitable for moody element, like water or fire. If we feel upset, depressed, we tend to spend money without thinking that much, yeah. Anyway. So her third element, earth, that's very materialistic, that's very focused on material objects, material everything. Valuing wealth and stuff and good things, branded things. And her fourth element is water. Now, water primary element, what does it mean? That's her social role. And her social role is a heart, actually. And if in your primary elements chart you have water social role and nowhere else you have water, most likely with your friends you're gonna be one type of person, and with your family members you're gonna be completely different type of person, whatever your first element dictates you to be. And in this TV show it's so obvious to me her first element not the water. A lot of comments over Twitter like, oh, she's such a good friend, but she is such like blah, 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 capricious wife, and so on, so on. I'm just quoting Twitter here. Yeah, so she's such a good friend, and quite often people whose social role is water, is heart, they will be taking more care of their friends, of even unknown people, well, with their family. They could be cold, they could be distant, they could be only helping when you push them so much and ask for their help so many times. They'd rather go somewhere else and help their friends. So these comments in my world, in my reality check, yes, because I'm using primary element system, I'm using matrix system to consult other people on important life decisions to make, yeah. So here, I would be saying, yeah, knowing her date of birth, I would be saying the same without knowing her. That she's a very good friend, she could be a really good friend, she could be really nice to people whom she doesn't know, yeah, even, but her family getting the worst of her primary element, whatever her primary element is, but it's obvious through show, it's obvious her primary element number one, it's not water. To me, this is so obvious. Her water, her heart, social role stayed where? She will be caring about her clothes to be very nice for women, fashionable, comfortable, beautiful, matches their style. She will be taking care of this because her social role is hard. She takes care about comfort of everybody around her, about physical and emotional comfort of people around her. That's what a social role is doing. Her social role dictates this. So that's why in my universe she's very good friend, but through reality show she didn't show herself, like we haven't seen a glimpse of her being like great mother. Yeah, they showed her daughter, yeah, but it was like very, very brief. We haven't seen her playing with her daughter, or haven't seen that much. And only thing she cared that not carried but highlighted and shows that, or how at the end of the show, how my husband was not able to guess why my daughter wearing Versace skirt with ordinary shirt. That's what she actually pays attention to. Yeah. And that's earthly earth element. Yeah. So from this we're making conclusions. Another dramatic moment through the show, another very dramatic moment through the show was that, and I will prepare as for contrast for friend Zena matrix as well, I will prepare. So, Safa. Through the show there was drama about having one more kid and difficulties of her first pregnancy. Do I believe her that her first pregnancy was very difficult and that she was like recovering? Yes, I do. I believe her 100%. Why so? Take a look at her matrix. What do you see in her karmic tail? You see 12, 19, and 7 energies. 12, 19, and 7. Energy 7 from her karmic tail repeated in overall health. If you look at her health chart, chakra chart, overall health is energy 7 from karmic tail. If energies from karmic tail repeated in your overall health, one energy from if one energy from your karmic tail repeated in your overall health, you get in very weak body. And she was like saying at the beginning of the show, like, my body not ready for another child. Like, I know my body not ready for another child yet. Yes, she was literally telling this. So her issue with having surrogate mother, yeah, to me, it's quite understandable. I am not judging her for this, because this is dictated by her karmic tail. And her karmic tail, remember how many times in this channel, in my videos, I keep repeating, 12, 19, 7 gives you problems with childbirth. 12, 19, 7 always gonna give you either psychological problems, if it's in male matrices, psychological problems with having kids, either really physical problem with having kids, either male not able to produce kids, either male doesn't want to have kids, and same for women. Sometimes women may want with this karmic tail, they may like want kids very much, be very like, but they cannot have them. Yeah, in her case, not that she does not want, but it's very difficult for her to have. Because energy from this karmic tail, energy 7 from her karmic tail, it's repeated in her health chart, and it's repeated in her, where? Visit card. And visit card responsible for our looks, how we look like, how we, and what she said again during the show, that it was very difficult for her to get back into shape after her first pregnancy. That first pregnancy was really very exhausting and very difficult, and just because of past life karma here. I will not be telling you what she actually did in past life that she got this now, but that was very horrific things that she done. When I analyzed her matrix, I have seen her past life, and that's so much work for her there in this direction. But those of you who have this karmic tail, 12, 19, 12, 7, please be aware that you may have problems with giving birth. You may have problems with wanting a child. You may have a lot of related to this sort of And to house as well, she very dissatisfied with house, and house actually in the story energy 19 represents house, kids and everything. So she's unhappy with house, she's unhappy with idea of having kids, because what? Because her body not ready. And yeah, surely that's an issue. That's not she come up with in her mind like crazy weirdo. That's actually what is there. So for me, this issue, for you, it may look like, she is too much dramatic about it, yeah? But in my daily life, I'm getting so many consultations with women with such karmic tale, and that's really an issue for them. That's really an issue for them. They're struggling to have kids. Even we are surrogate mothers. I had the case when girl with exactly the same karmic tale came to me, because situation that happened, they hired surrogate mother, and this surrogate mother had miscarriage. Just imagine the level of karmic punishment. So universe doesn't want this person to have kids, even through surrogate mother. Just imagine, not only with her own body, but, and she came to me and was asking that we about for another attempt, can you recommend something, what I should do, on which, how I should work with my matrix energies from karmic tale, so I can heal it in terms of my behavior patterns, and then we will be choosing right date for having this surrogate pregnancy. Or we will be choosing the right carrier based on her date of birth and compatibility, yeah, with women who gonna be surrogate mother. So here we go, yeah. For me, this is like, oof, that's, she's not making drama. She is not making drama, that's how it is. I understand her problem quite well. But on TV, on reality TV, it looks like, oh my God, she is so wealthy. What else does she need? Why it's so much drama to have a kid? And women with other energies and karmic tale in health chart, she will genuinely not understand, and in her eyes it will look like, oh, that's so capricious, that's so like immature. And remember, here I'm not judging people, I'm just explaining you people and their behavior patterns through their matrices, okay? Because we're always judging people, and we will be judging people and liking and disliking people through the prism of our own matrix energies, yeah? And people whom we like, with whom we have similar matrix energies, we gonna either like them and understand them, yeah, better than any other people with any other matrix energies. For example, if you almost don't have energy 9 in your matrix, unlikely you will make a good friends with someone who have a lot of 9s in the matrix, unlikely. There should be some common points, yeah? So if you will drop me date of birth of her husband Fahad, because I was not able to find it, we will look what brought these two together, yeah? But I will keep explaining your matrix. Another interesting thing about Sapphire is her energies on money channel, and that's 1866. That's 1866. On money channel, what does it mean? She loves her work. She loves what she is doing, or she need to love it, yeah? And to me, quite, you know, it's quite logical in my eyes that she gave up real estate business and engaged herself into design. Because 1866, making great photographers on money line, especially making great designers, making great stylists, making great makeup artists, making people with taste, people of fashion, people of aesthetical beauty, yeah. So yeah, and I was stunned with her outfits during the show. To me, she is one who was well dressed, with taste, with something like unusual, eye-catchy, trendy, you know, quite interesting outfits, always interesting outfits in her case. stunning outfits, and that she decided to shift into fashion design. That's bravo, 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 Safa. That's actually her talent. That's actually what she should do. But the danger of it, 18666, as you know, energy of love. And sometimes it may seem and it may feel as she loves her career more than her family. This is quite often, if these people with 1866, they find in what they love to do, yeah, and if they don't have energy 6 on love line as she, yeah, or in strong position like planetary, or in strong position as somewhere here, if they don't have 6s, that's a trap. And if they really find in what they love to do, they're gonna prioritize their work over family, over anything else. And in her visit cards, we have energy 7. It's very career orientated, goal orientated woman. But Earth line here is playing a trick to her, because she is having as well here energy 5, strong energy, strong family energy. And strong energy 19, kids, yeah? Well, energy 7, career, focus on career and personal own goals, selfish goals. But Matrix will be pushing her to focus more on family and kids. Energy 19 is kids actually here. And she have energy 19 in karmic tail, but she doesn't want to focus on this that much, yeah? Because again, and energy 18 on love and relationship, as she mentioned, yeah, if I will have now one more kid, I'm afraid I will be like bad mother, because I won't be having time for kid 1 or kid 2, enough time, yeah. That's fears of not being good mother or not good enough mother. Her priorities, well shown here, family, love, kids, yeah, family, love, kids, her priorities due to Earthline, but this balance of it may pull her towards her own personal goals and career. And energy 1866, if she found what she loved to do, she's diving in it and only focusing on it at the end of the day. And a lot of people wrote in comments on Twitter, yeah, that she making impression of this very spoiled brat, yeah, of very spoiled woman, of very so many different, you know, descriptions. Which energy is it? Strong planetary 15, remember? And I said that for dealing with clients who have this energy in this freaking position in planetary, I'm seriously gonna charge you 3 times more, guys. So if for normal person matrix gonna cost, basic matrix analysis gonna cost with any other planetary, gonna cost like $300, for people with planetary 15 here, your personal matrix gonna cost you $1,000, because these people is insane, just insane. That's the most problematic. Planetary 15, if you're dealing with person whose planetary energy is energy 15, my condolences, guys. That's gonna be mind-blowing, because energy 15 affecting each and every from this position, this energy 15, spoiled apple, affects each and every energy in matrix. So energy 5 gonna act through prism of energy 15. Energy 19 gonna act through prism of energy 15. If you had energy 15 only here, it will be much more easier, because this is quite isolated and softened by whatever you have in planetary. And that's isolated. But energy 15 here, it's like spoiled, rotting apple in basket of good apples. So seriously, I'm gonna charge people with this planetary more money for my consultation. I don't know, maybe matrix readers who have themselves this in this position, yeah, maybe they gonna get along really great, really well with such clients. But for me, this takes 2 too much of my resource, many more of my energy to explain to such people something from my position, yeah, to deliver information to them in the very best way possible so they will be able to understand and apply this information. It takes more of my resource to deliver information to such people. And very beautiful, another beautiful program here in her first soul contract, 1585, spiritual deceiver and liar. Spiritual liar and deceiver. And again, through the reality TV, I haven't seen her first soul contract is to come up with own system of beliefs, own system of values, yeah. And there was, when this topic raised with this surrogate mother, yeah, having surrogate child, she's from Iran, yeah, should be like, and religious like norms. When this Danya Divadi said like my religion not allowing me like to rent a womb, yeah, such people have no moral breaks. They believe in any. They don't believe in devils. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in anything. They're very materialistic. Such people, they only believe in what they can touch. They not believe in spiritual. They not believe in whatsoever. So task for them with 1585 actually to believe, and life will be putting them in conditions, yeah, matrix will be putting them in conditions then in which at the end of the day they will need to believe in something finally. They will need to believe in freaking something. They will need to believe in God, they will need to believe in matrix, they will need to believe in primary elements and whatsoever, and form their own value system through these beliefs, yeah. That's her task number 1 till 40 years old, is to form own belief system. Again, they didn't show that much of her belief system on reality show, but what they show, yeah, which says me that first soul contract quite in minus at this moment, or at least at moment when show was filmed, yeah. Very materialistic. This with surrogacy, if she had this upbringing, religious upbringing, and she decided just to rent a womb for own comfort, yeah. I understand her why she having difficulties with bringing her children to this world, and really physical suffering and mental suffering. But that's not the way to solve this problem, to rent a womb. There is other way, like matrix way, like working on your own behavioral patterns related to this, yeah? And then situation will change. Your physical, how you're gonna feel physically during pregnancy, this as well gonna change if you will be working on yourself according to matrix, yeah? If you will detect these toxic patterns, behavioral patterns in your daily, day-to-day behavior, you're doing small things, little small things. This requires deep conversation between matrix consultant and the person, yeah, who getting recommendations on how to heal matrix energies. But to go out there and rent a womb, that's so much of energy 15, especially if you was born to atheistic family, in atheistic country, that's quite understood, yeah, if you have such very atheistic parents who said there is no God, there is no devil, there is nobody else, just you, then even for her it will be following values of her family. But if her family have different views and beliefs, and you're doing this and even bringing up this, there's so much into minus of this energies then. You should understand, yeah. So dictated by her karmic tail desire to have this, and that's very reasonable. That's a real struggle for this karmic tail. Difficult pregnancies, a lot of difficult pregnancies when people goes having this morning sickness entire pregnancy, all 9 months, and need to go for IV to get vitamins and everything, yeah, like vein therapy. But just to rent the womb, that's so much into energies 15 and into like these people with this soul contract, spiritual liar and deceiver energies, yeah, they have no belief system. They're like, and what I want to have because it's comfortable for me. Is it ethical, not ethical? If there is opportunity to have clone and they need clones, they feel that they need to grow a clone to get themselves kidney or whatever, they won't be bothering if it's ethical or not ethical. But what they should do, form own belief system and follow it, even if it's not in their interest, because energy 15 in minus, they only taking care of their own interests. They only taking care of their own interests. And she have been accused that she have no personality and that she's just following Zena. No, guys, from her matrix, I'm not seeing this. And from her primary element chart. From her primary element chart, she has this water, this taking care of friends, this being very, very supportive, yeah. But again, and with Zena, because her visit card 13 here we have, yeah, they have very, very close relationship, because 13 plus 7, that feels like family. That feels like family, like sister, this friendship. And in core energy, energy 16, and actually they together thanks to real estate. Remember, building something together. And as I understood, yeah, Zena helping her with real estate issues, and this actually keeping them together in terms of energy 16. Even with energy 16, they may have fights, but these fights most likely gonna stay between them. That's brief compatibility for you of their friendship, yeah, because I didn't build this. If I see interest, maybe I will build their compatibility and explain you their friendship more in details, but again, we have other storylines here to focus on, to deliver information, to explain this information to you. So in my eyes, she's doing really great. She found her like calling, she found what's gonna bring her money. This is designs, it's very nice, she's investing in it, but still she shouldn't prioritize her design company to family and kids. Not in this lifetime, yeah. Then she will have happy, harmonious, beautiful life, and of course to work on her energy 15, because energy 15, that's the most devilish one. Especially in this position, guys. Especially in this position. That's I explain why I'm charging such people 3 times more money. Okay, now to Chris, Fade, and Brianna. Chris, Fade, and Brianna. A lot of you have seen him as very controlling, suppressive, yeah? I'm gonna explain you why. First of all, we will start with his primary elements, and they very third and fourth, his primary elements, third and fourth, very rational. Air, and his social role is air means radio, so he's in radio, just blah blah blah. If your social role truth teller, you only will be given proven information, checked information, double-checked information, and useful advice. If your social role is radio, you're just gonna pour all the information that you have over other people's head. Is it true or not? You're not bothering. Whatever information is this, you're there to share it, to blah, 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 non-stop. So I'm not surprised that he found his success on radio, and actually entrance to his money channel, Energy 22, that's working entertainment industry, and he's working on radio, he's working in entertainment industry. What else I noticed? For expansion of cash flow, in his case, responsible energy 5. And energy 5 on money lines, it's quite often about family business. And what about his fiancée, now wife Brianna? She as well have an energy 5 here. So family business, they both into what? Into family business, and together when we look at them as a couple, this makes them what? Lucky, financially lucky. Brings energy 10 on the common joint money channel, yeah? So, Chris Fade, yeah, working in entertainment industry, in alignment again, we see how matrix and primary elements agreed, yeah, from the point of view of primary elements. He's doing what he was born to do. He's blah 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 blah. So that's it. He was born to do this blah blah. From point of view of his money channel, entertainment industry, energy 22, blah 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 blah. Yes, the same frequency. And family business, energy 5. So she's very supportive of him. She is like, ooh, here we go. And she's working with him actually as a team. Here we go. Quite interesting. They have quite similar matrices. Their connection is very karmic, yeah? If you see, they have exactly same characters, energy 4 and energy 4 here. The main, for me, myself personally, main answer I wanted to get, analyzing their compatibility and things, like, they showed them that they get in some couples therapy. And I was like, oh my God, people get in couples therapy, why the hell are they about to get married? I mean, shouldn't you first sort out things between you two, go some time without couples therapy, and then maybe make a decision about marrying each other? What's the rush? What's the point of this entire marriage? Like, in my perception, that's something not normal. Something not normal. And I was sort of like, what is this, yeah? And I got this answer. Why they get in therapy? I got answer in terms of the compatibility matrix, and why they, at the end of the day, still they got married, yeah? But before I will answer you this, I gonna answer you some other important, interesting questions here. You said he's very suppressive of course, energy 4 here in core. So it's Emperor's energy, even though he's softened by energy 3. When men have energy 3 in his matrix, not quite good for him, makes him quite feminine, you know, he have daughters, you know, that's effect of energy 3. Because such guys, they find in more common language with these daughters, they being better example to daughters. In terms of like matrix is everything, and if you're suitable for father's role for a daughter, not for a son, if you're not able in eyes of matrix, if you're not able to raise a good man, a good son, they not gonna give you a son. Actually, doesn't matter how much you want a son, doesn't matter how much money you have in your pockets, they will not give you a son. And in his case, like, have 2 daughters. In terms of matrix, I understand why matrix gave him 2 daughters but no sons so far, because he's not quite masculine character. And it was proven, because energy 3, they will push the woman to earn equally when they shouldn't do this. To have a career, to be equal match to them, to have career, to earn. And this was so obvious in the little conflicts with Brianna, when he said, we have a meeting, important customers gonna come, and you have this appointment about our wedding, we're gonna lose money because of you. You should reschedule yours, you should reschedule your appointment. But she said no to this. She said, for me, our wedding is priority number 1, and her primary elements here, 3rd element, earth, again, very rational, and of course radio as well. She's radio as well. She's blah blah blah. So that she's working in representing his brand, yeah, that's quite suitable for her. That's her social role. So what do we have here? And quite strong character of her as well. 4 in the middle. I have this energy 4 as well. So if you want to press your opinion on me and I already decided something, go dig yourself a grave, because it's not gonna happen. If I already decided something, entire legion of whatsoever won't be able to change my plans or change my opinion. So she is showing him a strong character as well here. So she's very resistant. This sort of their relationship, because she has 3 in planetary as well. I said they have very similar matrices in terms of this. And they actually healing through each other. They healing the yin-yang energies. She is teaching him to be more masculine, and he is teaching her to be more feminine. But for now, I am seeing she's doing quite well in tapping into her feminine energies, but he is not doing quite well in his masculine energy so far. And he's very suppressive, very dominating. Look at this, 15, 8, 11 karmic tail as well. That's about dominating other people, being a leader of opinions, yeah? This karmic tail about this, being a superhero sort of in past life, past incarnation. Here we go, yeah? And by the way, in his past life, he was like lonely, not understood by anyone, or he wished for to have like a partner, a family. So that's why in this lifetime he was given 2 daughters, yeah. Actually, a lot of female gender around, because due to his activities in past life, he was into this very protective, you know, where you're not allowed to have a wife, you're not allowed to have kids, maybe some sort of FBI agent or something really serious, where you're not able to have family and kids, yeah. He was deprived of this in his past incarnation. And overprotective vibes, very suppressive vibes, because he only used to command his I cannot say employees, but subordinates, yeah? Subordinates in past incarnation, dominates them. This style of communication like came with him into this incarnation. You should understand. So it makes him not flexible, or not that flexible at all. But she's very resistant to him. She is quite like, ooh, yeah. When was this scene shown, when he wanted her to stay for customer, she said, no, wedding is priority. I gonna go meet, taste food for wedding, and he tried to be rational with her and say, food already good, just keep it, it's not that important as we earning money. But actually, again, that's not good for men with energy 3 to push his female into career, into making money, into making equal money that he is making. That was not masculine of him at all. He should be. And when she said like he was owed 200,000 on flowers for wedding, and she said, I know he can afford this. I know he can afford this. So again, being generous towards his female, that's the greatest lesson of male with energy 3, especially in planetary position. Yes, that's the greatest lesson for such male, even though he has strong energy 4 here in character, but character responsible for very egoistical, yeah, it's me, everything related to him. Manifested this energy 4. Like if someone gonna like attack him, energy 4 not gonna run. They gonna enter this fight and they gonna win it, yeah. But again, this is everything about me. If someone will attack his female or his someone else, here planetary energy steps into play, and he may be like try to soften a conflict or avoid confrontation, avoid something, you know, like, yeah. So Here we go. Quite understood why they working together, because for both of them energy 5 on money line, and she's much poorer than him from what I read over media. I don't know, maybe that's wrong information. Those of you who gonna dig deeper into show, let me know in comments. But here, remember, those of you who have energy 19 on your love line, remember whom you gonna marry? Who is your type? Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy type. Who is your type? Who is your type to marry? Sugar daddy type. You gonna be after and only. It will be difficult for you to accept someone or something less than this. Sugar daddy type. Sugar daddy type of person. Yeah, and let's make a quick return to Safa. Energy 3 on love line. As well, gonna marry whom? Rich man, because who she is an empress. How she gonna behave in relationship? Just like empress, she gonna behave like empress in relationship. Who can provide this everything to her? Only emperor. And energy 12 in karmic tale here. What she gonna do in relationship? Play victim and play drama, because it's responsible for relationship with her partner. First of all, she gonna do what with energy 12 here? Play victim, play drama. Play victim, play drama. Being whom? Quite often being an aggressor. And that was quite obvious when this negative pregnancy test she showed him during show. Yeah, playing who? Playing victim, playing drama. Being who? Being aggressor, same time. Yeah, energy 12, creating this everything. Okay, and energy 18 quite often coming up with the wild imagination. They coming up with unnecessary drama, with imaginary drama. And that's actually what had happened during this conversation at the table with friends about her hiring a womb to have the child. Yeah. She imagined herself something, some particular way, and went with this way, all way in, yeah. And playing victim, she played victim in front of whom? In front of friends. She played victim. She imagined a problem. She escalated the problem that he wants so much baby from her ASAP right now, and she played victim in front of whom? In front of friends, and So here we go. But in her case, energy 19 having a rich sugar daddy husband does not make her happy, because she obstacles. She wants extension of house. She wants this. She wants that. Never satisfied. Never content. In minus of this energy. Here, sugar daddy energy. Those of you who have energy 19, please don't cry me that you're poor. And please remember about me when you will marry to someone rich. I am expecting 10% of donations from you in nearest future. Those of you who have this energy 19, yeah, and want to marry to rich guy, actually you have all the chances in your hands. Yeah, you may apply for individual matrix consultation. What to do, on which energies to work in your matrix to meet the sugar daddy faster. If you have energy 19, yeah, apply for individual consultation, matrix consultation, like for $100. What to do with this energy 19 to make it sooner, to make it work in place, to finally meet them. Yeah, which steps, which behaviors to do, which behaviors not to do in your particular case. So here we go, energy 19, marrying much better, financially wealthier man than she is. That's like lottery ticket, Bino, boom, yeah. Somewhere wrote to me in email that her net worth like only $300,000, and she married like to like millionaires, this Chris Fade millionaire, and of course, yeah, that's Marina Sugar Daddy. Another interesting thing in terms of her matrix. Here I already gonna forget about Chris. Yeah, gonna forget about him and focus on her matrix, on Brianna matrix. Again, here, what do we have? Story was very touchy-feely story with her mother who was in coma. that she hadn't real contact with her mom, that she literally doesn't know her mom. And I was sort of, oh my God, what must be in her freaking matrix that should be, and I was sure there is program, well-known program, I keep bullshitting you about this program again and again and again, 9-20-11 program. This is extinction of a kind, yeah. Another program here on ancestral diagonals. I calculated a bit deeper than basic matrix. Here we have 11-3-19. 11-3-19, that's infertility program, and it's repeated from both sides. Write it down somewhere to yourself. Infertility program, and actually the consultation with doctor, will she be able to have kid, yes or no, how soon she will be able. My personal forecast with all these programs that she have, that's not quite optimistic. And they targeted for boy. Again, I'm not quite optimistic that this is gonna happen. That boy gonna happen. In best case, girl. Again, because of such serious programs. 9-20-11 always gives you like huge difficulties in childbirth, and that's a curse program. Remember, I made interesting video here about curses. I need to add link. I mentioned this 9-20-11 program in curses, among being cursed in terms of matrix, being cursed. And she has this, and she have it not in her matrix, but if you will open her health chart, she has this on her Muladhara chakra. For women, that's quite responsible for childbirth, and her overall energy in health type, it's energy 8, and energy 8 itself very karmic, and she have energy 8, remember, in her karmic tail, and overall health gives you what? Gives you weak body. Gives you weak body, gives you karmically caused disease. So for this type of, when I'm working with such clients, I'm recommending them certain types of charity here. I'm recommending them certain types of particular things to do, you know. And in her case, karmic tale, that was betrayal of motherhood. She betrayed her motherland. She betrayed, a place, like, because of her, a lot of people at her motherland died. Because she betrayed her motherland due to her karmic tale, a lot of people died. So, of course, she gonna have serious problems with childbirth, even more serious than Safa in this case. Even more serious, because we're talking not only about 1912, but we're talking about the most karmic energy of all, energy 8. We're talking about the most karmic energy of all, energy 8. So here we got, and infertility program from both sides, ancestral diagonals, I would recommend for her to go for detailed matrix analysis if she truly want a son, if she truly want a kid, because I'm not, of course time will tell, I don't know her personally, but from what I observed in show, I'm making my forecast, and my forecast not optimistic for her to have kids, because so many programs negative programs, matrix programs to heal here, and 19-3-11, 9-20-11 in health tab, especially in health tab, 8 overall in health tab, and in karmic tail same time, and energy 20 here again in karmic tail gives you problems with childbirth. So here, even more serious than in case of Safa. Problems even more serious. So here like quite difficult case. And I have seen confirmations in matrix, you know, this is this serious problems with health, this serious problems with your mother being in coma for your entire life, almost like this doesn't come out of nowhere. In her past incarnation, he betrayed motherland. In this incarnation, she grew up without a mother. In the most painful way, sort of, you know, Matrix decided to punish her. Because our mothers, they're very important to us, and she grew up without a mother, yeah? Without all this feminine energy that she needs, actually. And she has these infertility programs twice. It's very strong, you know, ancestral diagonals, infertility. And this strong instinction of a kind, not somewhere else, but literally, physically, in your chakral system, you have this. So it will be how difficult for you to have any kind of baby. And if you targeting for boy, ooh, my baby, no, that's not how it gonna work with matrix. No. So quite interesting situation here. Quite interesting, especially in terms of health, how I see this everything. That's just amazing. I'm telling you, I was intrigued by her case the most here, because seriously, not seeing a mother in common, not just like in case of LG, yeah, when her mother was far away, parents divorced, that's more typical, but literally mom in a coma. And that must be already, for me, this is indicator of an instinction of a kind program in your matrix. That your ancestor did something horribly wrong and you're not healing a pattern. If by some certain age you're dealing with these problems, you're struggling with this, definitely you're not healing the pattern of what your ancestors did wrong. Anyway, that's it about Brianna-Chris couple. We move into the conflict of Ibrahim and Zaina, and I wanted to make you Zaina, her matrix as well. Her matrix is amazing, and the conflict with Ibrahim, but that's gonna be in part 2, guys, because I'm almost out of my battery, and I feel like I need to go for another just minimum 30 minutes about Zaina matrix and the conflict, entire conflict with Ibrahim. That's quite interesting. Stay tuned, stay tuned, subscribe, yeah, learn about matrix, watch recommended videos, okay, and see you soon in next videos. Bye.